You guys ready? Smiling? Yeah. Cool. Hey, welcome. Today we're going to do a 20-minute arm balance flow. So it's okay if you're not an expert in arm balances. This is a fun little flow to work into a bunch of different arm balances and also build some strength to get into your arm balances. So follow along. I got some really awesome yogis here that are going to be models for me today. Try it, see what you can do, and have fun. All right. Welcome, welcome. You guys ready for a little 20-minute arm balance flow? We're going to use our two blocks today, so we'll start with them next to you, one on each side if you want to grab your blocks. And if you don't have blocks, you can totally do this without blocks, but it makes it a little bit more fun to find a little bit more space with your blocks and play around. So we'll just start in a comfortable seat. You can sit on your feet, you can sit cross-legged. Close your eyes. Think of sitting up really tall, lifting through the crown of your head. And just begin to notice your breath. And let each breath get a little bit deeper and a little bit louder. And if you haven't yet, begin to activate your ujjayi breath. So you're breathing in and out of your nose. Try and keep this nice breath for our entire practice today. You can blink your eyes open. Bring your hands behind you and uncross your legs, or bring your legs out in front if you're sitting on your feet. So your feet are on the ground in front of you, knees point up to the sky. Fingertips point toward you if that's comfortable. If not, you can certainly turn your fingertips back. It's kind of a lot on your wrists. As you inhale, you're going to press into your feet and your hands and lift your hips to a reverse tabletop. And as you exhale, see if you can swing your butt between your hands, come onto your heels, and hover. Lots of core. So if you want to, you can bring hands to blocks already. Inhale, you're going to press down, lift your hips, reverse table. Exhale, swing your hips back, lift your butt. Nice, strong core. Awesome. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. See if you can hold, hover, maybe float one foot, maybe both feet. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Nice. And release it down. Cross your legs. So if you have a lotus or a half lotus in your practice, you can take that one foot to your opposite hip flexor. Bring your blocks right next to your sides. And press hands into the blocks, shoulders away from your ears to try and lift your butt. See if you can engage your core to float your legs. Keep breathing. It's okay if you start to shake. We're going to get warm really fast. Nice, Nick. And then release down. Switch legs, so the opposite foot crosses in front, or maybe foot to hip flexor, your little half or full lotus. Same thing, find your hands by your sides, really press down, engage navel to spine, breathe, hover. One more inhale, and exhale, release it down. Come over to hands and knees. If you need to unslide or undo your legs, bring your feet behind you, so you're sitting on top of your feet, hands by your sides. And we'll take a little lolasana, so hands pressed down. See if you can round a little bit forward, engage navel to spine. Hug your knees into your chest to float your feet. Maybe for a couple of seconds. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Yeah, one more inhale. Exhale, release. You can slide your blocks out to the side, work your way forward to a high plank upper push-up. Find your breath again, really strong legs, nice strong core. Inhale, shift slightly forward. Exhale, chaturanga, halfway down. Inhale, up dog, slide your heart forward, really roll your shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Take a big breath in through your nose. Let it out through your mouth, make some noise. So good. One more big breath in. Make some noise, let it out. So we're going to try some little hops toward the top of our mat. You can play with hopping toward a crow pose, which is going to sound kind of crazy, or hopping toward a handstand. So if you want to hop toward crow, as you inhale, bend your knees, look forward. As you exhale, see if you can tuck your knees into your triceps. Land with your elbows bent. Maybe you hover there, maybe it's barely there. Yes. Nice, Matt. If you want to play toward a handstand, think of hopping your butt into the sky. So maybe try 2 or 3 little hops toward your crow, toward a handstand. Butt high, core really strong, yeah. Awesome. And then land at the top of your mat, no rush to get there. Lift halfway up, breathe in, roll your shoulders out of your ears. Exhale, fold, relax your head and your neck down toward the ground. Rise to standing, arms to the sky, big breath in. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, bring your hands down, step your right foot back. And then shimmy your left foot out to the left. We'll take a little runner's lunge. Palms can come flat. You can always drop your right knee down. And you have blocks, so if you want your hands on a block or your forearms on a block, feel free. See if you can kind of sink into your hips to release your right hip flexor. Yeah, get into your low back a little bit. Breathe. Nice, you got it. Come back onto your hands. I stole your block here. And then if you want your blocks, you can use them. We're gonna play with working toward a hurdler's pose. So hands come inside your foot if they're not already there. Bring your left hand to your left calf and see if you can work your left shoulder underneath your knee. So this may be enough of a stretch. Yep, it's still early. If you want a little bit more, you can hover your hands out. If you want a lot more, try to use your blocks. That'll give you some more space. Palms come to your blocks. Nice, Alice. I like to extend my leg out first so my arms are straight. Hug your elbows in, lean your chest forward, and see if you can float your back foot. Yeah. Try to keep your chest lifted. That's it. Yes, yes, yes. Look forward. Beautiful. Maybe it's just for a moment. Awesome, Angela. You got it, you got it. Yeah, and as you're ready, we'll find our way back to downward facing dog. No right or wrong. Play around a little, shake it out, pedal out side to side. Take a big breath in through your nose. Stick out your tongue, let it out through your mouth. One more time, big breath in. Stick out your tongue, let it out. Another little chance to play, either hopping toward your crow pose or hopping toward a handstand. So really think of rounding through your back, engaging your core. Inhale, bend your knees forward. Look forward. Exhale, see if you can launch your butt really high. Feet just kind of follow. So the more you lift your hips, your legs will go with them. That's it. Hug it all in. And let's see if you can pike. Send your butt to me. Nope, other way. Drop your legs the other direction. Yep, yep, yep. And then draw your knees into your armpits. Let's try to take it to crow. That's it. Lots of control. You got it, you got it, you got it. Yeah. Find your way to a forward fold. Excellent. Halfway up, breathe in. Exhale, fold, release, sit down. Back to standing, arms reach high, inhale. Palms together in front of your heart, exhale. Inhale, reach to the sky, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fingers down, step your left foot back. And shimmy your right foot over to the right. Again, find your runner's lunge. Feel free to bring hands to blocks, drop your back knee, lower your forearms. We'll just start to get a little bit more into our hips, our low back, create a little bit of space. So even if you're not gonna move into hurdler's pose today, or if it's not perfect or feels really good today, this is a nice stretch to open everything up so you can eventually get there. Keep breathing. Breath always helps. And then if you want, and as you're ready, right hand comes toward your right calf. Start to work your shoulder underneath your knee. Palms can go flat, or feel free to use your blocks. That'll give you a little bit more space. Extend your right leg out in front. Reach your chest forward, hug your left elbow in to float your left leg. Yeah, so notice if you're dipping your chest a lot, see if you can keep your chest lifted. Nice, Megan. Look a little bit more forward. Lift, 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 lift. Awesome. Play with it. It's down dog as you're ready, but there's never a rush to get there. And you can always take a child's pose, release your wrists. That's it, Angela. Bring your feet out wide so they come to the edges of your mat. Reach your right hand toward your left ankle. So if you need to bring your hands closer to your feet, please feel free. A little down dog twist. Look up and underneath your arm. Yeah. And then to the other side, left hand toward your right leg, ankle, knee, wherever it's comfortable. Find your little twist. Yeah, it's a lot on the wrists. We're gonna do a nice wrist stretch afterwards, so that's always a good little flow to follow arm balances. And then release your hand. Keep your feet really wide. You have another option to hop toward a handstand, legs out in a straddle, or simply hop to your squat malasana, feet land outside your wrists. So you're in like a froggy squat at the top of your mat. Excellent. Take some time to settle in. Open up through your chest, roll your shoulders down your back, breathe into your hips, your low back. And then stay here if that's enough. If you want to try Basana Firefly, you're going to bring your hands down, lift your butt, hands work to your calves, and again bring your shoulders behind your knees. So I've got really long monkey arms. My palms can go flat pretty easily right behind my heels. If that doesn't happen for you, use your blocks. So your hands come onto your blocks right behind your feet. Yeah. And then think chaturanga arms. So you're making a shelf. There's some place for you to sit down onto. Squeeze your inner thighs, lift your butt, and reach your chest forward at the same time. That's it. Hug your legs in. Nice, Alice. That's it, yeah. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You can always tuck one foot back and then the other. We're gonna take it to our butts, so there's no worries if you can't flow or hold for very long. And then bring the soles of your feet together, knees out to the sides. A little stretch, bakasana. Lift your heart, breathe in. Exhale, hinge your chest forward. Think of heart reaching to your feet. Hands can crawl out in front. They can massage your feet. Relax your head, your neck. Let breath move where you're tight. And gently lift your chest up. Draw your knees in. Find a boat pose so you're balancing on your butt, shins out in front. Hands can come behind your knees, reach wide or reach to the sky. Really suck your belly button in. So a lot of arm balance is core strength, a lot of arm strength too. We're gonna inhale, extend and hover. I'm cheating because I'm just watching. Exhale, knees to chest to lift you back up. 3 more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lift. You can always breathe out of your mouth. 2, yeah. 1 more. Arms to the sky, legs straight, big smile. Cross your ankles, plant your palms, see if you can hop back right into chaturanga. So hands in front, hop it back, yep. Up dog, to downward facing dog. Any movements you like, pedal out. Any breath you like, stick out your tongue or flutter your lips like a horse. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, as lightly as you can, step or hop toward your hands. So lots of control. Nice, Rachel. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, release it all down. Rise to standing arms to the sky. Palms together in front of your heart. Exhale. And we'll sit into our chair pose. So either big toes touch or feet can be hip distance, depending on what you like. Nice and low, breathe in. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Think of lengthening your spine up to the ceiling. Exhale, twist to your right, left elbow comes outside your right knee. So first notice your knees. Your right knee is going to want to slide back. See if you can glue them together. Press through your hands to open up your heart to the side. Your heart eventually comes toward your thumbs. You can stay like this. You can open your arms, or if you want to play with a little side crow, you're going to find a squat. Hands come down. You're on your tippy toes. You can use one or both elbows as a shelf. Reach your chest forward. So if you look down, your head's gonna drop. Think of looking forward. Press into your fingers to float your feet. Maybe you stay knees bent. Maybe both legs extend out to the side, or maybe your top leg extends back. Play around a little bit. Nice. When you've had enough, it's a forward fold, top of your mat. And take a couple seconds to pedal out your feet, sway a little side to side. Big toes back together or feet hip distance if you like your chair like that. Lift halfway up, breathe in. Exhale, fold, release down. All the way to standing, arms float high. Big inhale. Palms together in front of your heart. Same thing, other side. Sit into your chair, Utkatasana, nice and deep. Exhale, hands together. Find your length through your spine first, breathe in, and then twist to your left. Hook your right elbow. So before moving too fast into an arm balance, set up. So check out your knees, glue them together, open up, really twist through your spine. Yeah, and then if you want, you can open up your arms. If you played with the arm balance on the other side, you can find a little tiptoe squat. Both hands come to your left. Make a shelf, one or both elbows, and lean forward to float your feet. Yeah, keep reaching your chest forward. Both legs can extend out to the top of your mat. You can scissor your top leg back. Yes, Paula. Keep breathing. Nice. And gently release down. Forward fold. Bring your feet a little bit wider, so maybe hip distance, maybe slightly wider. Reach for opposite elbows and sway side to side in your ragdoll. Let go of anything in your low back, anything in your hamstrings. Kind of realign your spine from that twist, the arm balance if you took it. And then let your hands release down toward the ground. Feet come back together or stay hip distance. We're sitting it up into a chair once more each side, so 2 more times. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold, release down. Stand tall, arms high, breathe. Palms together in front of your heart, exhale. Chair pose, nice and low. Hands to your heart, and then this time you're gonna take your right ankle over your left thigh. So we'll do a flying pigeon, which is a lot in your hips, ekapada galavasana. You can really flex your toes, send your butt back. So this may feel like plenty. You have a block. If you want more, right hand to a block or to the ground, left hand to your foot. Give it a little press, and you'll feel that in your hip most likely, or your low back. And then if you want to try the arm balance, you can always bring your hands to blocks. I like my fingers way far forward, so I've got somewhere to go. Keep looking forward. Keep your butt high. Bend your elbows. You're making a shelf with your triceps. Tuck your right toes around your left shoulder and start to extend your left leg behind you. So use your fingers. You're not dumping all the weight into your wrist. Nice. Breathe. Look forward. Reach forward. The more your chest reaches forward, yes, the lighter your back foot gets. Eventually, it'll stretch out behind you. Yes, yes, yes. So good. And to release, we'll just slide right ankle down your left leg, forward fold, ankles crossed. Bend your right knee. Use your blocks if you need them. You're going to crawl your fingers to your right and lean your hips a little bit to your left. Keep breathing. Awesome. Come back to center. You might use your blocks here too. Fingers come a little bit forward. Press into your right toes and let your left foot reach up and back. Your back foot floats to the sky and then releases down next to your right. Halfway lift, chest forward, breathe in. Exhale, fold, relax your head and neck down. All the way to standing, arms reach high, inhale. Palms together in front of your heart, exhale. Same thing, chair pose, get low, Utkatasana. Hands to your heart, exhale, and cross your left ankle over your right thigh. So each hip is a little different, each side might feel different. See if you can sink low. That might be plenty. If you want more, left hand to a block or to the ground, right hand to your foot, give it a little press. Or if you played with your flying pigeon on the other side, keep your hands reaching way far forward. Your chest is gonna reach forward. Bend your elbows, toes tuck around your shoulder, and eventually right leg extends behind you. Yeah, the higher your butt is, the easier it's gonna be to float. Nice. Keep breathing. That's it. Look forward, look forward, look forward. Yeah. Never a rush. Left ankle slides your down your right leg as you're ready to release. Head and neck relax. Bend your left knee a lot. Crawl your fingers to your left and lean your hips a little bit to your right. There you go, perfect, Nick. And then come back to center. Hands can come to blocks again if you want. Weight moves a little bit forward to your fingers and your left toes. Reach your right leg up and back, breathe in. And then release your foot down. Find a little tiptoe squat, lift your heels, drop your forehead into your knees, round into a ball. So reset your spine again. Awesome, and then take it to a seat on your butt. So we'll get even a little bit deeper into our hips and work toward a hummingbird, a funky little way to go into it. You can always go into it from that figure 4. So you're gonna sit with your knees to the sky, hands can come behind you, and you're gonna cross your left ankle over your right thigh to start. So if you need your hand to help, guide it up. Yeah, and if that's plenty, stay there. If you want a little bit more, you can walk your hands in to send your chest toward your shin. If you want a lot more, you can scoot your butt toward your front heel, and again, send your chest toward your shin. So you probably feel that intensify in your hip and your low back. Cool, this is step 1. You can work this all day long. If you wanna try hummingbird, you're gonna lean into your right hand, stretch your left arm up, take a big breath in, and then try and hook your left elbow or tricep to the sole of your foot. This is awkward enough, yeah? If you want to take this into an arm balance, hands come to the ground. You got to lift your butt, come onto your right toes. Press into your hands, press into your foot, and see if you can start to extend your leg out in front. So the hardest part is getting off your butt, that's it. However you need to, you can lift your right heel, yeah. And then think of a shelf, press into your foot, keep your butt really high, reach your chest forward, that's it, Angela. And then see if you can extend your right leg toward the front. Yeah, so Paula, your foot actually comes all the way to your tricep. It's a little tricky. Easier said than done. So this is perfect, right? You start to work this every day, it'll get a little bit easier in the twist. You can do a little prayer, you can do a little twist, just start to open it up. Nice. So we're gonna keep the same leg, extend your right leg long in front. Cradle your left shin. So right arm comes around your foot, left arm around your knee. If that's okay for you, sit up tall and rock a little side to side. Lots of hips, baby cradle, little shin here. You can stay like this, or if you want to take it toward compass pose, left hand comes inside to your calf, right hand goes over the top to the outside edge of your foot. And then you try and tuck your shoulder underneath your knee. Yep, if there's a better way to get there for you, do that. Left fingertips to the ground or to a block, and then slowly start to open up, extend. That might be plenty. Yeah. And then you can come back to the cradle, or if you want to try the 8-angle pose, knee comes over your shoulder again. So as high as it'll go, you're going to think of really pressing down through your foot so your calf is active. Hands either to the ground or to blocks. So feel free to use your blocks, that'll give you more lift. I like to cheat it a little bit, so I cross my ankle first, yep. Lean forward, so for me that helps. Press down so your butt lifts, and then think chaturanga arms as you send your butt back and your chest forward. Yeah, that's it. Right ankle over the top, you got it. And then press down, lift your butt. Chaturanga arms, butt back, chest forward. Stretch, 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 legs out to the side. Yes, so good. Nice. And then we'll slowly release. Shake out your legs. Let's do a little windshield wiper, knees to the sky, feet to your mat, side to side. You get to do the whole thing on the other side. So right ankle is going to cross over your left thigh, however you need to get there. You can stay like this. You can walk your chest in toward your shin or scoot your butt up toward your foot. So find however intense feels nice. And stay right there. And then if you want to try the hummingbird, right arm is going to reach up. You lean into your back hand. Try and tuck your right elbow or tricep to your foot. So again, that might be plenty. You stay in the twist. Or if you're ready to move into the arm balance, the hardest part is getting off your butt. So find your way off your butt, however help you need. Feel free to scoot your foot a little higher. Palms flat. You're really going to press into your foot. Lean your chest forward to extend your bottom leg out toward the mirror. Nice, Alice. That's it, you got it on this side, yes. And try and extend your foot, perfect. Awesome, so good. That's it, Megan. See, one side's always easier, right? Maybe your hips more open, maybe you twist a little bit better. That's it. Maybe it just makes more sense after you've done the other side. We'll come back to center. If you're working it, feel free to play. Left leg extends and make your little cradle for your right leg. Sit up tall, rock side to side. So we dump a lot in our low back. Really suck your belly button in, tall spine. And then work into compass or stay right here. Right hand to your calf. Left hand to the outside edge of your foot. Tuck your shoulder underneath. Fingertips can go wide. Start to straighten it out without ever pulling or yanking on anything. Just finding where you're most open. And then if you want the arm balance, come back. You can tuck your knee a little higher over your shoulder, palms flat, flex your toes. So we didn't play with it on this side, but if you want to try moving first to lift your butt and then your foot, you can play with that. Or cheater's way like I do it, left ankle crosses first. I really lean forward to lift my butt. Use blocks if you need them. And then chaturanga, send your chest forward as you lift and send your butt back. Yeah. So there's kind of that teeter-totter point, right, where your chest goes too low and your butt goes too high. But keep lifting your butt. You got it. Reach your chest forward. There you go. Yeah. Nice. And then release both legs out in front. That's tiring, right? Sit up tall. Reach your arms to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, hinge forward. Think of reaching toward your feet. Feel free to bend your knees, especially if your low back is tight. Relax your head. Let lots of breath move where you're feeling this. And slowly lift yourself up. We're gonna roll onto our back slowly. Hands reach out in front. Think of scooping your belly button to your spine so you're making a nice C curve all the way down. Your core's probably tired. You can always scoop back onto your mat a little bit. Arms over your head, big breath in, big stretch. Exhale, stick out your tongue, let it all out. One more, big breath in, fill up completely. Stick out your tongue, let it out. And then bring your hands by your sides, palms face up, snuggle your shoulders down your back. Let everything rest into your mat. Close your eyes. And come back to a natural, neutral breath. Giving everything a chance to settle into the ground below you. You did lots of hard work. So give yourself a nice little break. We'll just take a couple minutes here. Notice as your breath gets a little bit deeper again, you can start to wake up your body. Find any little wiggles or movements, fingers, toes. Reach your arms over your head, another big stretch like you're just waking up. And then turn to one side, doesn't matter which, right or left. And carefully find your way up to a comfortable seat. Eyes can stay closed. Really relax your shoulders down away from your ears as you find your seat. Sit up a little taller. And bring your palms together in front of your heart. Take a moment to thank yourself for moving, breathing, maybe challenging something new. And we'll gently bow our heads. Namaste. Namaste. Nice job. Give your neighbor a high five. All right.